Workplace bullying is when a person or group of people in a workplace single out another person for unreasonable, embarrassing, or intimidating treatment. Usually, the bully is a person in a position of authority who feels threatened by the victim, but in some cases, the bully can be a coworker who is insecure or immature. Bullying is a subcategory of aggressive behavior characterized by the following three minimum criteria. Number 1, hostile intent. Number 2, imbalance of power. And number 3, repetition over a period of time. Bullying is the activity of repeated aggressive behavior intended to hurt another individual physically, mentally, or emotionally. Examples of a hostile work environment include discussing sex acts or using sexually suggestive language, telling offensive jokes about protective categories of people, making unwanted comments on physical qualities, displaying racist or sexually inappropriate pictures, using slurs or insensitive terms, making inappropriate gestures, sabotaging an employee's work or career, and unwanted touching. Unfortunately, I've been physically and verbally abused by management most of the time, but from other employees also. In a workplace environment, you're supposed to feel safe. You're there to work. You're not there for anyone else but yourself. But unfortunately, people like the feeling of having power. They love being able to tell someone what to do or be able to talk negatively about someone. Unfortunately, I've been pushed around, tripped, punched, choked. Anything negative that you can think could happen in a workplace has happened to me. I've had people talk negatively about me to my face and behind my back. I've had managers even talk negatively about my family. And I feel that, like I said, you're there to work. You're not there for anyone else but yourself. So in most cases of workplace bullying, I feel that the bully always tends to be the management. And although this is not always the case, I feel that management feels they have this sort of power and they can push around employees and tell them what to do and say these negative things about them and belittle them and make them feel so small only because they have the title of management. Therefore, they mistreat their poor employees to the point where they feel powerless and they feel that they have to put up with this kind of treatment because that is their manager and they're there to work, but at the same time they have to do what the management wants them to do. Studies show that 61% of the bullies in a workplace are the management. And unfortunately, up to 81% of employers are perceived as doing nothing and resist taking action when targets of bullying fill out a survey. So what to do at work if you feel that someone is bullying you? Number 1, make sure they are bullying you. I say this only because sometimes people, they tend to take things out of proportion. It may seem like someone is bullying you when really that might just be who they are. If someone, like, their tone of voice seems angry or they're just like a rude person, it might just be them as a person. It doesn't necessarily mean they're targeted. 2, take action before it takes a negative effect on you. So I know a lot of people are afraid to speak up about being bullied only because they're afraid of the repercussions, especially if the one that is bullying them is their manager, because who else are you supposed to tell? You're supposed to tell your manager about things like this, but how can you tell them if they're the one bullying you, you know? So number 3, if you can't tell a manager because they're the one that bullying you, tell your higher ups or tell HR. So back at Disney, they wanted you to feel like you could tell them your problems. Like if someone was being rude to you, being mean to you, if you didn't feel safe in your work environment, they wanted you to feel comfortable enough to talk to them about stuff like that. But I felt so uncomfortable because they were the ones mistreating me. They were the ones making me dread it going into work every single day. I cried so, like, every single day after work because of how they were treating me, and I always thought it was me. Like, I was like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not likable? I'm doing everything they want me to do, but yet they continue to mistreat me like this. Like, what's wrong with me? But it's not me, it's them. Number 4, don't take it personally. So some people, they're just angry with their lives and they tend to take it out on other people. And if someone is insecure, they do not want someone else feeling secure about themselves. They don't want, if someone's upset with their life or upset with themselves, they hate seeing other people happy with themselves. So therefore, they will try and do anything to make you hate yourself, to make you hate work, to make you hate life. And you just can't let it get to you. You just have to ignore them. You're there for you. You're not there for them. Do not let them interrupt your workflow, or do not let them change your outlook on life. Number 6, leave if it's not worth it. I know I'm a very hardworking and dedicated worker. Therefore, when I feel that a workplace is not treating me the way that I deserve, then I will leave. I am not a quitter, but when I feel that management does not deserve me, or fellow coworkers do not deserve me or my work ethic, then I will leave. 7, document everything. So if and when you are getting bullied, make sure you have proof to back it up. When I was getting bullied, I listed every time something was happening, I would write it in my notes, the day, what happened, with who, where I was, and when I sent all this information to HR, I could pull everything that happened, when it happened, where I was, who it was involving with. So please, if you are an employee who is going through workplace bullying, know your worth, know that you deserve better, know that there is better, and please report the people if they are bullying you. I don't care if it is your management, if it is a fellow coworker. Don't be afraid. You do not deserve any kind of negativity in your workplace. You are there to make a living. You are not there to be pushed around or told what to do in a negative way. So yes, thank you for watching.